Okay, hi. This is my a0.dev application for my take-home project where I had to transform Git diffs into dual-tone release notes with AI assistance. So the project's obviously called diff digest, and basically I had to allow any repo with any owner to be pulled in, fetched, and then transformed into release notes that are understandable through marketing and and development. Um, and so, yeah. So here's a demo. So you're greeted with this um, home page right here, and there's a bit about the app obviously here. And so we have these inputs here, so we can enter any um, repo. So let's just use the default. So we'll use the OpenAI, right? And then we'll enter in the repo name. So it's OpenAI-node. And so we can enter the page number and items per page. So we'll keep it for 10 to 10 and 1 for now. And you'll see here that, it says enter repository owner and name above to fetch the latest merge pull requests. So indicates the user to basically fill in these inputs here. And I have a info here. So when you hover over this, you can also see what this app kind of does, just for like new users. And so when I enter these inputs and I click fetch PRs, so it'll load the PR requests. And so basically, all of these PRs will show up. You'll see them keep on loading in the backend, but you can see you can load more. So there's like basically all the previous ones from the basically starting from latest to oldest. And so yeah, so here we have a link to the GitHub, right? So if I click on this, it should take me to the PR. So that works. And if I click show details, here are the actual like lines change. You can see the plus and minus. So for each line, so it shows you this is the exact details in like the Git diffs, right? So you can scroll through this. And then here's where it generates a note. So when I click generate notes, it will generate. So if I hide this, you can see that it just generated the developer note, the marketing note, and then it even shows the contributors and the changes. So here you can see the contributors are actually matching what the PR shows, right? We look at here, it says stainless bot app or whatever. We go here, it's that. And if we scroll down, we can see the two other contributors here, right? And if we go back here, we can see that it matches, right, over here. So we know those work. And so the marketing note basically is supposed to summarize it for someone in marketing, and the developer note would be more technical, right? And this is what it looks like accordingly. And yeah, and it even shows the changes here, and we already visited the pull request on GitHub. So aside from that, we can even clear all the data. And so this basically restarts everything. So if you want to try another repo, so we'll just do the same thing again, just for simplicity. There are other features that I can also show. So when we load it again, let's say we wanted to stay, right? Because we don't want to, let's say we need to refresh the page because something's not working or something's not loading, right? We don't want this to all disappear. So when I refresh it, it will stay. So nothing changes, right? It keeps the fetched PRs so that we have state persistence, right? And another thing is when we generate the notes, right? We also don't want this to disappear when we refresh the page, right? So when I refresh, it stays there, right? And when I close the notes, it will basically erase everything. And then when I generate the notes, it should regenerate. And you can see right here, it's regenerating. And so yeah, it works like that. You can show the details again. We can go through multiple PRs. You can generate them for multiple. You can close them again. You can show the details. So pretty much it works for every single one of them. And yeah, this is really helpful, and I also color coordinated it so it's easier to see. The buttons are all really clear so users don't have any trouble finding things. And yeah, that's my demo for this app. Thank you for your time.